Release District.
Agbaya, 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 Agbaya.
Jeez, come on, live in the flesh.
In the flesh, we are live.
It's the Agbaya show. You're tuned in with Damo.
And J Jules.
Well, my guy.
Good, my bro.
Man.
It's been a minute. Happy New Year.
Am I dreaming?
Hey, Happy New Year. I'm back, baby.
James St. Patrick.
That's
The real
it.
James
Hey,
St. Patrick.
hey.
For real.
Shout out to Tommy and them, man.
Hey,
You know?
come on, man. Bro, how you been, man? What's been going on?
Hey, bro, life's been good still. I can't lie. Obviously, if you got me on the gram and that, obviously, you've seen that I've been, moving and connecting and that,
Jeez,
But we
come
thank
on.
God, all glory goes to God.
But Oluwaseyi, you know how
you
it
know
gets,
it.
man.
You know it.
Come on, man. Bro, them man even glowing, bro, man.
Yeah,
You sure
aye.
you haven't been to Bali or...
Nah. To be fair, I did go down, innit? But other than that, man's just been chilling, been cooling. But yeah, how you guys been, man? How you guys been holding it down without me? I hope you guys have been missing me and that.
Aye, come on. You know the team, man. Shout out Remy, he's not here today. Shout out TK, them on there. Like, we're here, man. And we're thankful that, you're alive and well, you're doing well. And long may it continue, man.
Amen.
Them on there. Obviously, we got a special guest in the house.
Jeez.
Come on. Some people call him, Frank, what's his name? Francis Ngannou's twin. He's twin, cuz. I need to ask you about that fight you had with Tyson Fury, cuz.
That's it then.
So, when Fury tried to punch me, I gave him one punch and the ref is wrong for that one.
That's it.
Wrong, fam. But we're gonna hear the real stuff today.
I'm telling you.
But now, come on, man. We got man like CJ in the house.
Come on, bro.
But thank you for coming on, man. Them
love,
there,
bro.
fam.
The main man.
Come on, fam.
So obviously, before we go ahead with the show, tell the people them your name, where you're from, what you do and that.
Yeah. So my real name's Clinton. Go by the name CJ.
Jeez.
Under the music name The Messengers as well.
Hey.
So that's a gospel brand, gospel artist, projecting out gospel music. So yeah, man, life is really good. We thank God every day, just like Jamesy says. So yeah, man, can't wait to get into this. You know what I mean?
Jeez, come on, man. We like that. Come on, man. Them one there, man. Thank you for coming on once again.
Love, bro. Thanks for the opportunity, man.
Always, man. We got to move on to Agbaya of the week.
Hey.
And with this one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm conflicted. I didn't want to do this. The man them are forcing me. But this P Diddy, this Cassie case, it's a bit mad.
It's too mad.
I think personally, one thing I want to say before we try and get onto Diddy is the fact of like, we got to understand that Cassie has her own mind. She has a mind of her own. This is one thing we need to always understand. Even though the older person needs to know better, should know better, but the younger person still has their own mind. Like Cassie was with Ryan Leslie.
Okay.
Back in the day, they were making music. Bro, that's how I found out about Cassie. You see, Ryan Leslie, shout out, bad boy producer.
Next election.
Come
hey, Ryan Leslie, yo.
Them one there. Then out of nowhere, we find out the track that she's got, is it Me and You?
Yeah.
I find out that P Diddy signed her because then you find out that it has bad boy in the trademark in the thing. I was like, raw, swear down, when did this happen? So you can see from then, she probably had that sort of stardust in her eyes from Diddy. You understand? Now think about it. You rich billionaire. Then on top of that, you start finding yourself getting involved in certain things with a billionaire. Sometimes in your mind you just say, this isn't right. I shouldn't be, getting clarted and P Diddy's jaking himself off to the thing.
Oh, this is all allegedly.
Allegedly. We don't want to...
Until I see an interview with Cassie actually stating these things.
it, understand? Blowing up somebody's car like it's a side mission in GTA.
That one had me... Listen, if you see the memes on Twitter,
Yeah.
But listen, was Kid Cudi in the car though?
No, I don't...
Oh, no, I think he said he was on his driveway, so he wasn't in the car. Obviously, that's not a joke if he was in the car, innit?
Yeah.
But I think that's a madness.
He even did a short film about it. If you guys
right.
remember that, he walks to the car, he throws like a Molotov in there. He sees two people kissing. I think that's supposed to be his ex or whatnot.
Okay.
So he throws it, the car explodes and he's walking away. You see, so that's basically indirect to what my man allegedly did.
Yeah.
You see,
That's
crazy. What's the craziest thing you would do to get your ex back?
bruv, you know, I ain't gonna lie. You know, when I was young, you know, dangerous in love. Like, you know, me, I could have strangled somebody to death for my woman, bro. You know, I had to, bro, big man, I remember I just smashed my hand through one double glazing window. Window that's not meant to break. That's not meant to break. It broke because of the anger. And I said to myself, you know, even the girl said to me, you know what? This isn't healthy. Because let's say, for example, I could have been that window. That's what she said to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're in your emotion, no, baby, no, it wasn't. I'm just angry. But really and truly, you never know what you can, what you're capable of doing in that situation.
Yeah.
She could have actually been the window. I could have accidentally, out of anger, swung, boom. I got a case in my hand because of why? Because the girl didn't want me no more. Are you mad? So what? So now you want to go and blow up a big man's car, big car. 18,000 horsepower.
Yeah, man's moving like Pablo Escobar.
But then you know what it is? We gotta understand, yeah. Like with this case right now, it's been settled just for an update, and it's been settled amicably. So the reason why I can't just give Diddy the Agbaya of the week just like that, because Cassie this was in a way your moment for all the victims out there. You see, to actually, you know, there's a voice now. We're standing up. We're not having it no more. Now some of these somebody's trying to need 30 mil to your account and you're happy to just shut the case down. It's like, to me, it's like, and no, I gotta be sensitive when I say this, but it's like, do you not care that you've been allegedly raped?
Yeah.
Like, what? So people that are getting raped for free, how are they supposed to feel? Now they can't even come and talk about it anymore because you was not saying that, you know, she was supposed to be the main icon in behind this, but you could have changed the dynamics, the narrative. You see, so that's why I don't feel like I can just make Diddy the Agbaya. I feel like I can share it between both of them because nobody put a gun to your head when you're sniffing cocaine. You understand? You saw it as a cool drug. You saw it as free. A billionaire's paying for it. You probably got your music in the background. You've probably been, you know, you got a plaque for 1 million streams. So now you want to come out now. I don't understand. You guys, tell me your thoughts. Because I'm just going to be here.
Yeah, what are you saying, CJ? How are you feeling about this? Are you up to date with this scandal?
So, you know, I heard it, I saw it, but I was just like, it should have come out a long time ago.
Yeah.
For it to come out now, you know, some people have their moments where they relive stuff and now it's the right time to open up. But, you know, I just feel like Diddy's maybe he's going through too much and, you know, someone's tried to come out the woodworks, but, you know, I just don't know about these things, man. It's just wild. You know, it's entertainment at the same time, but what is entertainment and what isn't? You know, that lifestyle is a bit mad. We don't know what's real and what isn't. It's just
literally
facts.
Because you got to think about it, like, you know, when we speak about sex and all these, you know, intimacy and all this affection, these are all spiritual activities. Just because we're in the flesh, we're enjoying it. You don't know what our spirit and what's being what's tying together, our soul ties. What trauma is being transferred from one body to another body. You see what I'm trying to say? So you got to take all of these sort of stuff into perspective. And now we see, I don't want to talk about Young Miami, but it looks like she could be the next person going through something like this with Diddy. You see? And maybe now it's going to be like the spotlight is going to be possibly on her. You know? And which it shouldn't be, because like we said, she got her own mind. She might not be engaging in these activities. She did say she likes to be peed on.
Who? Young Miami?
Yeah. So, you know.
she's wild.
So it's one of them ones.
She's a shitty girl, bro.
City girl, but it's
got
like
city girls
city girl. But it's one of them ones now. It's one of them. How do we gauge these sort of things? Because now she's actually openly saying, "Yeah, I like it."
You gotta let people live their life, really. If she's openly said that, then yeah, do as you do, man. Nah, it's not everything is everyone's cup of tea, innit?
So what if she comes out later on and says, I've been abused, and part of one of the list of the abuses being
most people won't take it serious.
Reluctantly pissed on.
Yeah, most people won't take it serious, you know. But if that's her real life situation, obviously her and her close ones will have to go through that, innit?
But no, obviously, you know what it is, like, just to round that one up, it's like my condolences to the victims who are being abused, harassed, peed on, everything that doesn't reflect the act of God. You understand? Like condolences. This is not a banter moment that we're trying to joke about this situation. Obviously, we know Agbaya of the week. We do tend to find like a few humorous elements of these things, but in this situation, it's tough because right now the way I see it is when I saw Cassie come out with that situation, I thought, a lot of people are gonna really start coming out now. This is probably the time where the truth is starting to get revealed. But the fact that you basically been bought out, literally your emotions, everything's been bought out by 30 million. So are we saying that that's the cost to keep someone happy regardless of the traumas and whatnot that they go through? Cool, my brother has died, God forbid. Okay, yeah, let's give him 30 mil, he'll be alright. Oh, this guy stabbed up my sister. But I've just paid for the funeral, he'll be alright. Them one of these it's like that doesn't take away, like we said, the hurt, the pain,
For real.
the embarrassment. But then now, like I said, with the payout, were you really even embarrassed, or was your motive just to get into a man's pockets? You see, so with that being said, like we gotta share the Agbaya of the week, but both of them are getting slapped because really and truly, you should have kept this under wraps in your own business, because now a lot of people are probably who were rooting for Cassie are now possibly going to be rooting for Diddy. You see what I'm trying to say? So yeah, man, with that being said, man, both of you are the Agbaya of the week.
Agbaya.
But come on, man, we're moving on. Like, it's the life of CJ, but and we're not talking about GTA San Andreas. Trust me.
Hey.
Clinton in the house.
Come
like,
on, fam.
Bruv, like, obviously, you come a long way.
For real.
You see, you can see you have your beautiful son in the background. Your wife, I don't wanna beautiful wife, but respectfully,
love,
respectfully, them ones there. So and I can see already, like, you got a powerful union here.
Bro.
So like, where did it start from,
bro? Glory to God first and foremost.
Amen.
School. So I'll go from secondary school. Lived in Woolwich, Glendon.
Jeez, come on. Before you carry on, I know them Woolwich, Glyn. I know them the Marleys. They were they were on their job. Yeah.
Back in the day, not to name people's names because obviously they wouldn't want to be named and
Everyone's
stuff.
grown now.
There were some serious people that put a lot of people on. Went to St. Paul's Academy.
Yes.
That's where I met Jamesy.
Come on.
Book. From then on, it was just comedy vibes. Secondary school, were young, just going through school, learning and stuff. Sometimes detention and that. So, you know what? To go back into it, yeah. Do you remember when you took the fire extinguisher out,
bro? Hey, you know what, CJ?
You did what?
Fam, he just came
You know
to me
what's so
now,
crazy?
fam.
Like all these memories, like I don't even know where my head is at sometimes. Yeah, I forget about these things, but he's literally a lot. No, you know what? Me and this guy.
You know what? People are calling me the guy. You can see now. Everyone that's come on this show, they come and expose.
You know what? You know what, CJ? Now you're my real brother for real. Because you know what? I remember it. No, but me and you were messing around. Yeah. Was it just me and you, or was Justin there as well?
I think there was a couple people there,
Bro, this is my first time like actually handling the fire extinguisher, and I'm thinking, this thing's not really gonna. Bro, I pressed it, yeah. Was it you? I got you in it, bro. I got this guy that was all foam, on his blazer, bro, and I blew out, bro. I was out of there because the teacher came out in it. And you had to wash your blazer because it was smelling. Hey, you know what? If I ever like frustrated you, then I apologize. No, for
bro,
real.
that was so
You
funny.
see what it is? Like, I've done so much stuff in school that I never deeped. Like, that could have actually broken someone, or whatever, innit? But listen, if that did affect you in any way, listen, my sincere apologies, bro. Because,
bro, the thing is, you don't realize how many memories you have with someone until you sit back and I think.
Trust me,
and James, we might not look close on social media or anything, but there's been intimate moments where we've been together for a long periods of time, and it's always been comedy. Like, we've always vibed off comedy or making jokes or stuff like that. So whenever we're in settings like this, it's always good vibes. I just remember all the good memories, and it's like secondary school, like that was a part of just comedy. It was just always us having fun. Got a couple nice grades and whatever. We left secondary school now. You remember Twan, innit?
Yeah. Hey, shout out to one. I see him one time. He didn't see me. You still chat to him?
Yeah. Tran's still good. Tran's still
Send him
good.
my love, man.
Went to college now. Where did we go?
St. Luke's. St. Mary's?
Christ
the King, St. Luke's.
Mary's.
Yeah, St. Mary's. Yeah,
St. Mary's.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
So from then on, now everyone's trying to, trying to be hood, trying to be cool, trying to, not join the roadmen, but trying to just fit in with people because things are getting so hot in the area now.
Yeah.
You either had to be this side or that side kind of thing.
Literally.
So college was a bit of a tough time because I was going to a college full of like Thamesmead guys, but I was from Woolwich.
Okay.
And I had a couple of friends from Charlton. So it was quite difficult at times because certain people were just like, well, you're not Thamesmead and you live in Woolwich and you chill with Charlton. So if you're not our side, then we're gonna apply pressure and whatnot. So it was quite a difficult time, but we got through it. And then I remember me and Jamesy and Tino and Justin, we done a show called Jamesy Show.
Jeez.
Come on. Hey.
Called the what? Say that again.
The Jamesy Show.
Making me feel old in that.
Come on.
Humble beginnings, yeah.
I remember when we first done that and I was thinking, you know what? Aside from like life, we actually got something in us that makes people have genuine joy.
Yes.
We started doing that, but then I think, obviously with how life goes sometimes, everyone kind of went their separate ways and, it was kind of heartbreaking because we had talent, but when things are going on, it just takes your attention away from what you really need to do.
Of course.
So then life goes on, everyone finished college now, going up to uni, and that's why I just disappeared from everyone. Because it was just like, I went from school, secondary school, college, then uni, then now it's just like I'm in a uni by myself. So when I'm in that uni now, because everyone's deep in the ends, deep in the road life now, I'm rolling heavy with Woolwich youths now. Rolling heavy with cherry youths. So it was like, now I'm not really focused on life. I'm just focused on this facade, this dream of, I'm going to be the next Pablo Escobar. And
as you do.
And start supplying and, doing a madness. But I wasn't seeing the self-destruction. I was just thinking, I'm making money. I'm driving cars. I'm, different women and it felt like life because you're seeing it on TV, you're seeing it on all these hood movies, like this is life, but in the inside there wasn't much peace,
This paranoia, bro, just...
And it's like you're smoking, you're drinking, and it's like the pain's not going away. Like I had like family issues, and when I was getting phone calls, I'd be like, you know what, this affected me. Nah, man, let's all go out, let's drink, let's smoke. But for that 5-6 hours we're having fun, the pain is still there, bro. It's not going away. You know what I mean? It's not getting flushed out.
It's just been suppressed.
It's just lingering in the air. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm doing all of this, wasting all this money, but the pain is still there. Things were just getting worse, bro, when I was in uni, just getting worse. Like, man, them were beefing, people were after, man, there's robberies, but I still, like, up to foolishness, like, still shotting, trying to do a bit of this, trying to do a bit of that. Then, I remember one time now, in uni, some older, I had a madness with him and he just knocked me out. Straight on the campus, just knocked me out. I was lying there on the floor, then I just picked up a shank, went to go and shank him now, but the shank didn't go in him and he just collapsed. And there was a shank there now. So now on CCTV, it looked like I actually shanked him and he dropped, but he didn't even get touched. But now that came out as attempted murder now. So they struck me off uni. I wasn't going to uni no more. Had to lie to my mum and say, I'm still going uni. I wasn't even going uni. Now, when that was happening, I was saying to myself, prior to that, Renee died. And that was another situation where it's like, that's my close brethren.
R.I.P.
Yeah. And then I was just thinking, the story, obviously, we'll even get into it too much, you know what I mean? Yeah. So when I heard all of that, it was just like, who do you even trust? Who can you roll around? Like, how can my brethren just get dropped like that? So I went into a bout of depression and anxiety, and bro, I was just smoking mad, drinking mad. And then I remember I went to a club with 3 olders and we were just dancing. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? It's time to ride out. Let's get revenge and whatnot. And then in that club now, this is the joke here. There was a female, and I was always saying to myself, if I ever find a church, I'm just gonna just come out of this because I need God for real. All of this is too much for myself to cope. So the female came to me now. She spoke to me, exchanged numbers, and then the next day, she was like, "Do you wanna come to church?"
Hallelujah.
Literally the next day, bro. So me myself, I was just thinking, you know what? Let me just give this church a try. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I've been to a few and they don't really bang like that. Let's just give it a try, innit? So I've got in there now, and as soon as I've walked in now, big up Pastor Malusi, by the way. As soon as I've walked in, he's just gone, "Come over here," and he's literally just said, "You're going through this problem. You're on the roads. You're shot in. If you carry on this way, you're gonna be in jail. You're trying to run the ends. Things are not good at home. You're going through some family issues. You're a good man inside, but you're just in the wrong environment." Bro, I can't lie, I broke down, fam. Cause I was just like,
You know, sorry to cut. I thought you were gonna say that, bruv. Because you know me in that situation. First of all, I'll be like, bruv, who this guy trying to dictate my thing? You know the one, but I'm sure when it started getting deeper and deeper,
Yeah,
that's where you're
bro.
like, bruv, I can't even be questioning the man. I need to
bro.
hold myself accountable.
yeah, bro. And it was like, as soon as he doesn't know me, I don't know him. Like, no one even in that church knew me. Not even the girl knew me. I didn't even get to introduce myself to her. So as soon as he spoke and he said that, I was just like, bro, this is God, fam. Because only God knows what I'm going through. And he was so specific to the detail that I was just like, you know what, fam? When I was always praying, yeah, and I was asking for a church, it took time, but I'm in that place now. So there was so much hurt and anger from like what people done to man in the past, man them snaking me, girls breaking my heart, you know, family issues, people in my family saying that I'm not gonna make it, I'm a troublemaker, I'm not doing well. All of them stuff impacted me, but I wasn't really expressing it to people. I was just carrying on laughing. But when family members are saying, "Oh, you're not smart enough, you can't do this, you can't do that," it really put man down. And I was just like, now I understand why certain people go through stuff, commit suicide and stuff like that, because their circle that they thought had them doesn't really rate them or support them. And it's tough. So it's like, I never experienced love until I went into church. So when I saw that love, I was thinking, rah, like, God is real. Everyone in the church is not even judging, man. Because like previously, before we even got onto this, like the conversation now, and you're saying you didn't even know what was happening in life. Like, when a man just disappears and stuff, we don't know what's happening. And like what James is saying, people take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
People might think, oh, you don't rate man no more, you don't like man no more, or the friendship's broken, but we don't know what that guy is going through or what that girl's going through. And
course.
that might be their coping mechanism. And it was like, when I just disappeared, it was like, I'm trying to find a way out of what I'm going through,
Yeah.
how I'm thinking, how I'm feeling. Like, it might not make sense to everyone else, but to me, it's just like, bro, like, let me just disappear from everyone. Let me just focus. Because at the time, even when I went into church, I still didn't finish uni. So to everyone around, even my family and that, they were just thinking, this guy's just done. He's finished, bro. Like, all you saw was just me smelling of weed, just there in some flossy jacket. There's no money in the bank, but there's a nice car. And that was it. There was nothing to show, fam. And it was just like, how do you present this person to your family and be like, oh, he's a member of my family, but there's nothing going on, bro. Like, it's a facade, fam.
And you said, you're just like, what does he do?
do you know what I mean?
I don't know. How did he get that car?
Fam!
And you know, us Africans, we ask these questions.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I remember, bro, I was in my, sorry to cut you off,
No,
just
it's
a quick
cool, bro.
story, yeah. I was in Sainsbury's, saw one of my friend's mum, old school friends that we went to the same college. Went to go on the ballet. Hello, auntie. The first question, hello, what do you do? In my head, I was just like, you know, lucky I said I'm an accountant. But lucky in my head, I'm thinking,
The right answer.
I just said to myself, I looked at her, I was thinking, Ross, so is this how your people are judging me? But unfortunately, we're in our community, our backgrounds, you have to be of something. Otherwise, you're a waste man. Well, perceived.
Literally, fam. Like what you said, coming from culture-wise and stuff like that, everyone in families wants to know that you're doing good. You're not up to like no mischief, or you're not in no badness, like you're on the right track. So, as we were saying before, we started the podcast, where there's a lot of people that lack knowledge and stuff. I lacked a lot of knowledge in the spiritual realm, like in the spiritual world, and I didn't really know some stuff. And it was just like, what I was doing, I'm just opening doors to like darkness, to demons to just enter and just scatter everything. So it was a case of, when I went to church, it was about learning about God's way and how things should be done. And it is difficult. I'm not even gonna say
It's
easy and you can just walk in there and you're gonna get everything and everything happens. Like in 2017, that's when I walked in there, and we're in 2023 now, so that's like 6 years. And I remember my pastor prophesied. So for the viewers that don't know what prophecy is I'm not gonna go into detail. Cause I'm not a preacher or a pastor, but like it's like you're foretelling the future. Mm-hmm. So it's like
I love the fact that you definitely gave them a little definition. Yeah, definitely.
Man, like CJ.
Come on, man.
So-
like and subscribe.
so it's like when he was saying these prophecies, at the time I wasn't spiritually ready because I didn't understand how to conquer the spiritual realm, like how to move in the spiritual realm. Like when one of the scriptures in the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. So that's his way of doing things.
Yep.
So I can't be, trying to find a wife, but I've got like 5-6 girls that, I'm seeing or doing things with, because that's not what God does. Do you know what I mean? I can't be, in church on a Friday night, then after church I'm clubbing and doing them kind of things. Do you know what I mean? Everything has to be clean. And then that's when you're gonna get everything that you wanted because you're following his ways. So I remember when I heard that, and I was just thinking, bro, but I love bunning, fam. I love drinking, fam. I love like being around women, fam. I like all of this fast stuff. How can the Bible say to just follow the righteous way, his way of doing things? It's hard, fam.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember the first thing I done was I left the ends. I just left the ends for a week. And I was just like, the environment that I was in, there was like a spiritual stronghold that everything that happens there has to be, like drinking or smoking or prostitution or something like that. So I went somewhere clean. Then I started going to more church services, more being in a holy atmosphere more. And I forced myself to do that because I was just like, I used to love going, like driving 2 hours away to this club, to that club. So let me do the same for God. Bro, after a while, I started seeing the difference, the development, not just financially or like clothes-wise, but by myself. Started thinking different, moving different, speaking different. And I thought to myself, you know what? Everyone wants a quick fix. Like, trading when they say, oh, join now, and then you put £100 and then in 24 minutes you get $1,000. And it was more like I was getting cleansed inside from the inside out. So all the scars I had in myself, all the self-doubt, the depression, the anxiety, the mental health, everything started clearing because I was forgiving people and forgiving myself. And I was just like, when you have nothing in your heart, like you just wake up. The first thing I do every day is I wake up and pray, like for 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
Please, no, repeat that. What do you do every morning?
I wake up and pray, bro.
You understand? People out there, listen, prayer is real. Like, don't undermine it. Bruv, some people get up in the morning and go straight to Instagram. That's their God.
Yeah.
Me, I'm guilty of that sometimes. I might wake up and I say, oh, let me check the views. Instead of why not pray to God to get the views? You understand?
Bro.
So sorry, carry on.
No, it's cool, bro. Like, I wake up and I pray 5-10 minutes. Like, I give like that time to him in the morning because I'm just like, I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. Like, there's man that we both know, like, before our age, like 24, 23, they were gone. Yeah. And for us to still be here at this age, bro, I'm not even gonna lie, like, it's them times there when we were 16, 17, man them that were like 22, 23, 24, they were dying, fam. And it was just like, are we gonna get there, fam? 2017, now gone into the church, had a conversation with Pastor, got to know Pastor a bit more. I went backwards because I was still stuck in my old ways. I was still stuck in the man them, in the ends, and because we move by faith, not by sight.
Exactly.
So I'm seeing man driving Bentleys and got £1,000, £2,000 with some women, but I don't know the full story behind that now. So I'm just seeing raw, like, my man's got that, and I'm going to church, but I'm still like this. Like, I'm driving an Audi A3 and he's got a Bentley. What's going on, fam? Now I found out that them girls were escorts. That was a leased car, and that money wasn't even his.
Can you imagine? This gives me that sort of Rick Ross vibe. Is it idols? Idols turned into rivals. When he found out that Birdman and them man weren't really owning them whips, they were leasing,
bro.
But carry on, move by faith, not by sight. Carry on.
So as I'm seeing that now, I'm just thinking, this doesn't make no sense. Like, everyone in the ends is trying to, like, show something to everyone. I don't know whether it's jealousy or trying to make people feel down, but it's like, I'd rather do something and it's inspiring people and it's the realness, not trying to fake it to make it. And it's like, after I found out, I was just thinking, all them times I was trying to be like them, but to be like them, you have to do all of these foolishness just to get that. And it's not, and you know, the saddest thing is, all of that stuff he was doing was temporary.
Yeah.
It's not permanent.
Yeah.
So I was just like, nah, I'm going to continue going to church and focus, and what God gives you can't take away.
There you go.
But what the devil gives, he can take away.
Easy.
So
Comes to kill, steal, and destroy, bro.
so from 2018 now, I remember my pastor prophesied saying I'm gonna get a brand new car now. Coming to church, I'm learning, I'm changing up my swag. I'm not stop smoking. I don't carry Rizzlers, nothing like that. Coming to church, I'm reading, I'm learning about myself, loving people more. He prophesied I'm gonna get a brand new car, and I've always wanted an X1. Like
Jeez.
2018, I always wanted
Man with
one.
taste.
Hey, come on.
So I remember when he prophesied that, I was thinking, I had 4 bags and £4,000 in my account. Thinking, how am I gonna get a brand new car with this amount? Anyway, now during that time, what happened was I got reinstated back into my uni now, and I passed, but I didn't tell no one because everything was just happening at speed. These times I'm not realizing that God is moving because I made that move to go to church and to seek Him. So God is moving. I'm not deep in all of this stuff. So going back to uni, I finished. As soon as I finished now, the same family members that were saying, he's worthless, he's not going to make it, X, Y, Z, are the same ones that turned to my mum and said, what car does he want? I didn't know all of this.
Holy Spirit, moving us.
Take my life.
Take my life on again. Okay.
So I didn't know all of this was happening in the background. So one day my mum was just like, you know what, just come to the yard one time and let's just kick it and chill. But I was just thinking, nah, man, I'm, you know, how certain people were talking to me and stuff. I'm not really I'm still in my feelings and that. So I was just walking in Woolwich one time. My mum called me. She come to the BMW dealership. You know the one West Thamesmead.
Yeah.
She said, come to the BMW dealership. Jeez. So I went there now, and I'm seeing like there's covers on 2 cars, innit? So she sat me down. She goes, "Oh, what color? Blue or white?" So I was like, I'm not really feeling white, but I like blue, innit? But before I sat down, I saw X1, but I didn't want to get gas. So I saw X1. So I said, okay, blue one, innit? So my uncle was there, my mum was there. So like, okay, blue one, cool. Went to tell the guy, oh, blue one. They brought out the paperwork. Bro, I saw the paperwork. It had my name on it. It had the amount of the car, and it just said sign. Then my uncle said, okay, just sign there. So I just signed. They took the thing down, yeah, and then it goes, that's yours.
Ha!
Bro.
0 mileage.
0 mileage, bro.
Hey.
Mileage.
They drove the car out on the ramp, yeah. They gave me the key. Bro, I jumped in and I cut. Bro, I jumped in and I cut.
Man said he didn't even wait for anything else.
Bro.
Didn't even say thank you. Just
Bro, I
start
jumped
the
in.
engine.
He said, they got in, yeah. They said, okay, this is how you start the car. You put the clutch, the brake, this and that.
Yeah.
This is the sat nav. As soon as he said this is the sat nav, he goes, you good to go? I said, yeah. Bang, bye. Fam, I just legged it, fam. Just gone. I was driving around, yeah. My mom was calling me. It was decline. I was like, bro, I'm 0 mileage. Like, fresh car. Like, bro, my head was spinning, fam.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, at that time, when it happened, I kind of forgot about God because I was just like, I was looking at my uncle, thinking, oh, my uncle. But 8 months ago, my pastor prophesied I'm going to get a brand new car. So it was only 8 months after that when problems started occurring and I was sitting in that same car. I thought to myself, rah, this was a prophecy, fam. Like, when I graduated, God was there. When I got this car, God was there. So when it hit me fully, I was just like, bro, like, there's real men and women of God out there.
Of course.
But you just got to submit to the right place and see the power of God. Because the thing is, there's a lot of churches out there that are just all fashion and social media and they're not demonstrating the power of God the way it needs to be.
Yeah.
But when you're experiencing what God is gonna, what God has said it's gonna happen to you, bro, you start living a supernatural lifestyle, fam. Like, it's different, bro. Like, I had £4,000 in my account and I'm driving a 30 back car. It wouldn't make sense to anyone, fam, if I said it, fam. They would be like, oh yeah, but your uncle. But bro, I've never spoken to that uncle again, fam.
Shout out to the uncle.
Shout out uncle. Thank you,
Shout out to
uncle.
Yeah.
I've never spoken to him again. I don't know where he is. I don't know what he's doing. Like, obviously, man got love for him, yeah, for the car, obviously. But, but like, bro, like, so after that now, after I got the car, I'm feeling like the man, got a bit of money now.
Jeez.
There was a part of me was just like, I'm living good, but I'm missing something. I don't know what I'm missing. And during that moment, there was like a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of girls, but I would be with this one, then I'm with that one, then I'm with this one. And it wasn't really making sense to me. I was just like, I'm not stable, bro. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't presenting them to no one, but I was just like, I can see myself, I'm with this one. Okay, next week I'm with that one. What's going on here, fam? So 2019 now, just before COVID, I remember Pastor prophesied again, saying I'm gonna have a beautiful wife, I'm gonna have a son, I'm gonna have a nice house and stuff like that. Bro, I was in the middle of beef, fam. Serious beef. So when that prophecy came now, I was just thinking to myself, this is wild, bro. How's this gonna happen, fam? COVID came, bang, everyone's depressed now. So I'm thinking, I didn't put that at the back burner, but I was just like, bro, if I can be in a 30 bag car and I didn't pay for it and it just happened, it just fell in my hands, fam. That's gonna happen. But with prophecies, you have to work as well.
Yeah.
God,
Faith without works is dead.
fam.
Yeah.
So God released the word through my pastor, obviously. I have to do the other half of the work by pushing, seeking, finding. So during that time, that's when we made the messengers. So we're gospel artists.
Jeez.
So we released gospel songs. So that was a way, like, cause I used to do a bit of music, but it was just like road music and it wasn't really going nowhere. Cause I was trying to, cause we was from the ends, following other man. We thought, okay, other men have done it and they've, got a bit of clout. Let me do the same, but it wasn't banging the same way it was banging for them. You know what I mean? Like,
we know.
do you know what I mean? It's like people were seeing it and they were rating it, but it was just like, I don't know, it wasn't hitting the way it was hitting. Like I had a good voice, but that voice is not for the demonic side. It's for God's side. Do you know what I mean?
Come on.
It's like when we started doing the messengers now, believe it or not, we've done a show in South Africa. We flew South Africa.
Right. I saw.
20, I think last year. Last year we flew out, done a show in a church.
Yeah.
Went off in that church, and I was thinking I was doing road rap, and I wasn't even getting that much recognition. If people knew it, people bigged it up and stuff like that. But now when I'm doing gospel, it's been recognized in other nations now. So done the messengers, doing music and stuff like that. Then, because there's 3 branches, there's one in London, I think it's in Stockwell.
Okay.
And then the other one's in Birmingham and in Leicester. International.
When you say 3 branches, what 3 branches of your church?
Yeah,
Okay,
International Breakthrough Ministry.
Okay.
Come on, big up the church and that.
So I went to Birmingham. I used to go Birmingham now because London was good, but I needed more. Like, I need to be in the presence more. Need to feel the Holy Spirit more. Need to seek God more. So I remember I saw her on my wife. Sorry, I saw my wife on the side in the church, and the joke is now, Before I used to go to church, I used to go for like certain body types or certain personas or characteristics and stuff like that. And I'll just be like, if that girl's gonna be my wife kind of thing, But when I met her, she just like had a different glow that I never saw before. And it was
something
like,
about your smile. What's that song?
Did you try that?
Did you try that? Come on, big up.
so,
No, we're not picking up no secular here.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So I saw her and I was thinking, like, she's like, the glow is different. Like, even how she spoke, she wasn't like shy or giddy. She was just like straightforward. And I was just like, what do I like about this girl? It's different. I couldn't put a finger on it. Got to know her, started talking more, and then I know it's gonna sound like my pastor always prophesies, but it does more than that. There's healings, there's deliverance.
Yeah.
Prophecy is just a part of the icing on the cake. But it's like, before I jump into that, the healing transition from before I met my wife, up until then, is what was happening and the deliverance. Because I had a lot of internal battles in myself, like the quick tempers, the angers, the depressions, the being down. And during that time, I learned how to become a man.
Yes.
Learn how to love, learn how to love a woman, teach other people stuff, and, learn how to submit under another person, and
learn how to heal as well.
do you know what I mean?
Feeling.
Because the environment that we come from, like when another man's telling you to do something, some people take it as, no, you can't tell me what to do in my life. But it's like, in the spiritual realm, we all need a spiritual father that's going to guide us stuff, because we won't know everything in the spirit. We might know bits and pieces, but we won't know like other stuff, the other deeper stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, as I'm healing, as I'm going through this deliverance, I'm also being directed by God and my pastor, because I was stuck by him like so close. Because I was just like, even his lifestyle, how he is as a man, like, there's other men that are pastors, they'll probably sleep around, disrespect their wife when the wife's not there. But him, even when his wife's not there, full respect for the wife. Always has his ring on. Always, explains to people he's married. So everybody knows his lifestyle and he's so open. And I was just like, fam, where we come from, sometimes men are shy to say, oh, I've got a wife or I'm married and stuff like that. But he's different. And I was just like, this is what we need in our environment. We need men that are not shy or scared to be like, I'm doing this, I'm standing by what's right.
Yeah.
If you don't want to stand by it, that's you, but this is what's working for me. And now when you see like the growth in his ministry and what he's doing, it's just like he's standing on his solid foundations, and the foundations are from the Bible. So when you stand on that, you can't go wrong, bro.
You can't. And
like,
there's a quick question, yeah,
bro.
just to break up before you carry on.
Yeah, bro.
How do we feel about, because I feel like there are people out there that are married, but we may not be aware of them being married because maybe in a picture or something they don't have their wedding ring.
Yeah.
What are we? Is this a sign? Is this a disrespectful sign, or is it just like maybe they don't want everyone in their business? What? How do we perceive this?
I think sometimes, like, as long as you're married and there isn't any funny business going on and everyone knows what's happening, then if you don't have your ring on, then it's up to some people, like the not entertainment, for people to talk a little bit of gossip.
The
do you know what I
mystery
mean?
behind it.
Yeah. So some
Okay.
people like a bit of them things, but some people, I don't know. Everyone goes through their own little situations. But I always say that well, now anyway, how I live is I like everything to be clean and real.
Yeah.
So if I'm going through something that I don't want other people to know, I'd rather deal with it spiritually first and pray about it, seek some answers. Then everything for the media is just, good stuff. Like nothing to, cause any commotion or make people start talking and saying, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Because I think now, like as I was speaking with Jamesy, we're 30 years old now, and the last time we properly like linked or done something was 13 years ago.
Jeez.
Yeah, for real.
Jeez.
Crazy.
So within that 13 years, there's been a lot of stuff happening in everybody's life. And even when you look on social media, there's no, like, I respect everyone that's doing their thing and they're successful in that, but we really need people to like be empowering others and changing people's mentality. 'Cause
Exactly.
we can be door openers. I'm not trying to be the top. I'm just trying to be like the person that can direct people to where they can go and push them to their limits. Because there might be some people watching and thinking, you know what, yeah, I'm going to watch this and then after that I'm still going to do what I'm doing, just I'm low. But you can actually do something. But it's just about taking the right step into knowing what you want to do, really.
Of course.
So going back to church, when I started going, I didn't know that I'm going to get direction in my life, a purpose in my life, know how to walk, know how to be. And it's like, now I can see the transition and the time that I invested, them 6 years, stepping in there, reading, being consistent, understanding, submitting. And it's like, now that I have a son and a wife, it's just like all of that time I spent going to church, developing as a person, as a man, is paying off. Because when it comes to like taking care of the wife, taking care of the baby, even finances. I always make sure that I pray, because sometimes you're gonna have your ups and your lows. Bills are gonna come, situations are gonna come, and it's gonna, attack your heart and attack your spirit. But it's like I said before, when I pray in the morning, it makes me have like a spiritual covering that whenever anything that wants to affect me or make me feel a type of way comes, I will know how to deal with it.
So it's sort of like a way that you've given yourself. You told God to give you that, basically that armor for the day. So it's one of them ones we love this, because with the Agbaya show, cool. Agbaya basically means in a way like at your big age you're still doing small boy things, but it's sort of an oxymoron as well, because even though we're still being a bit childish or whatnot, these are grown conversations we're having. Bro. So the fact that we bringing on the man of God, telling us his old side to his new side, the Old Testament to the New Testament.
Bro.
It's like, it's like, bro, like I feel like a proud father just looking at you and
trust me,
bro,
like think about it, because you've done all of this in 6 years.
Yeah, bro.
You got your wife, your child, bro. These are things that people will bite somebody's hand off, bro. Well, people will do some crazy things just to get that, and like the fact that you said to yourself, man's cutting everything off. I'm focusing. Out there, is it the Muslims? I'm on my deen. You understand? You're on your Zoom. I don't know. What do us Christians say? Like we're on our grind.
On our faith.
Yeah, we're on our faith. We're on our path. We're on our journey.
Get me? Faith. What's it? Walk through with faith, not by sight. You understand? So, like, bruv, like, continue.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
So it's been a journey where, like, I know I didn't dive into my past too tough, because it's just like everyone else's past, we're teenagers, we grow up, we see a couple man there, we're on the block, we're doing this, we're doing a bit of that. So that stuff, even when some people tell me to talk about my past, I don't really like talking about it, because it's just like, I know that I was lost. A part of me didn't have to walk that way. But when you're in too deep and man, them are like not glorifying you, but like they rating you, and you feeling yourself like, you know what? Even though it isn't right, but man, them are rating this. So then you're just like, no, man, them are rating. Let me do it. But deep inside of me, there's some parts I was just thinking, this ain't right, man. Like even like going into trap houses and mixing crack and seeing what it does to people, bro. Like now I'm just like, nah, bro, that's not right, fam. Like I can't be making money off someone's misery, fam, and that's someone's soul, bruv. Like, and the wages of sin are death, fam. So
you know, sorry to cut you off. What is it to gain the world but lose your soul,
fam? Do you know what I mean?
You understand?
So it's like when I hear certain like drug dealers are dying, and they're people, and they've got families, and the families are crying. They don't know that they're breaking a spiritual rule, bruv. Like you're sinning, you're constantly sinning. It's like a tally. You're just sinning to a point where you're just open, and then the devil is like a roaring lion seeking who to devour, fam. So every day he's seeking who to devour, fam. So that goes back to why I pray every day, like, fam, in the morning, because anything could happen to me, bro. Like someone could just come and do something, or I can, on the way when I was coming down, a mad crash could happen or whatever. So I always make sure that I cover my day, I cover my family, everyone. Even the joke is, people don't even know this, but I pray for my brethren, but I never tell them. So like even
I think that's
James,
the best. That's the best way.
Yeah.
And I always pray for them, and I never say nothing to them, because I don't want to feel like where they're going or what they're doing is because I prayed. I want them to like to be happy and them things there, because some people like to be nosy and there's no solution. But if someone calls me and says, I'm going through this, I'll be like, right, cool. Let me call you back in 5 minutes. Let me pray about it. Let me see what we can do. Then I'll call them back and I'll be like, okay, have you done this? Have you done that? Then all of a sudden things are coming, and they'll be thinking, right, like, I didn't think about this, but I'm just like, bro, just do that. Take it, bless. And that's it, fam. Do you know what I mean? So
before you know it, bro, listen, like, even if you don't know, I want you to know now, them man are rating you.
yeah, fam.
Bro, you're highly respected.
And I feel like for the right individuals, obviously I'm on my journey as well. I'm sure that God will, like you just mentioned now, you're praying for me. Because with me, deep down as well in my life, I'm a funny person, because I know I'm blessed. Like I could go through, like, again, I haven't spoke, but I go through some stuff. Like even this week has been a mad week for me. And it's like, but at the back of my head, I always know God will prevail. You know what I'm saying? So I believe like God will speak to individuals that are in line with God, and He will tell you and He will show you who. Because again, look what you're saying. Like we haven't really chilled since 13 years ago, and we're chilling like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because again, the spark is still there. We know what it is. Is a long distance relationship, respect, brotherhood. You know, so it's like, and I feel like it's just God intervening with that. Because again, even what you said, like there's people in school that could still hold a grudge of something that I done with them. Like you could still be angry about this fire extinguisher thing, and sometimes you know what it is. I don't feel like it's us as well, because this is what people need to understand. As much as we praise God, like you're saying, the devil is real. So I think people should always remember the devil is working within people. So even with me, I've learned to not always be angry at people. Like maybe just step back and pray for the individual, because he's probably just dealing with some internal scars. And that's the test, because I feel like when you do want to get closer to God, the devil will try and test you.
Big time.
Because even with what you were saying, like you was there, you saw the man them in the car, and again, that's how the devil will manipulate you.
Fam,
look at the man there.
They
got some girls. They got the Bentley. You know what I'm saying?
Talk. And even on top of that, like, sorry to cut you off, like even when you're smoking all these like drugs, like people don't realize that you're opening up yourself up to a spiritual realm that you're not aware of.
Fam.
Like when you're because obviously I read up on probably when you're smoking weed and that, is it your frontal lobe or something open, so that allows spirits to come inside. So that's when you're at your most vulnerable. Like smoking, that's why I see drugs and all these sort of things like the forbidden fruit. You understand? Because that the minute you engage in something like this, your mind opens, you're asking so many questions that don't need to be answered. God's already got things answered for you. Yet you're questioning. To the point now, bruv, why is man naked? Why is man not wearing clothes, fam? You understand? I need to cover up. You understand? And it's one of them ones. Why are you so focused about covering? Like, you understand? There's other things in life. Not saying that right now, obviously. Well, I'm not saying any of you to undress yourself. Please, Jamesy, don't do it. But what I'm trying to say is that those sort of things, when we open ourselves and engage ourselves in these sort of I don't want to say the word rituals, but these sort of things, it's like we don't understand what we're dealing with. We feel like it's maybe a short-term pleasure before you understand that it's actually a long-term detriment. For real. You understand, to the point that some people are dependent on it. You see, some people can't go a day without smoking, drinking. For real, you understand? And it's one of them ones, I'm sure, the laugh that you did, I'm sure you were probably part of that gang. But we thank God where you come, far you come. Bro, I can see it. I can see you.
Bro, you can see the glory, man.
Come on, man. And you know, we, like I said, thanks be to God, Oluwaseyi, you know.
Come on.
But before we round up, I want to ask you, advice to, your younger self. There's people out there who's probably in that life as you was. What would be your advice to them?
My advice would be, if you really want to change, like for me, I always, because I grew up in a Christian household, and then because I wasn't seeing, God working through them, I just thought, their Christianity is a joke thing. But when I actually went into a church where I saw the power of God being demonstrated for real, I said, you know what? I want to take this opportunity and make the change and listen, because it's a one in a lifetime opportunity. Like everyone's got ways of making it, but I would say seek God first 100. And his ways of doing things. And bro, you can never go wrong. Like obviously finance is good. I thank God, but there's discipline with that. There was a short period of time where I was really low. And when I see myself going low, I'll just say, okay, I'm low. I won't comment on it or put it out in the air, but I'll just say money's gonna come. And I just open myself out. I'll just open myself out to just receiving money from everywhere, because in this life there's so many bad stuff happening everywhere. That you can just be like, I was walking down the road and I think there was some flowers or someone died down here or something like that. Fam, when you're seeing that, you could just think, oh, death, but you just have to switch your mind and be like, everything's cool, because there's just bad news everywhere. So it's always put God first, and everything else shall follow.
That's it, man.
And you may get X1.
There was that skirt away,
your uncle might just come with an X1.
Bro,
white or blue, just
there's been
Talkwise.
There's been so many cars here that I've had prophetically, like I can't. you know, if you're looking for a right church just to see the power of God, you know, I just recommend coming to International Breakthrough Ministry
plug it in.
or finding a church that does demonstrate the power of God.
That's it.
Like, that's literally it, because we all need help in this journey.
Yes.
You know, we all need the Holy Spirit. We can't do everything ourselves. So just put God first, submit to a man of God. And I'm telling you, bro, I'm not trying to brag or it's not just for me, it's for everyone.
Bro,
it's
brag
for
about
everyone.
it, bro.
Like,
You're saved, bro.
everyone's life can be, you know, spectacular, different.
then.
It's a journey, but I'm telling you, once you get a bit of that fruit, bro, it's like, you know, when you eat what's that? Is it pear? I don't really eat pears, but bro, you see pear. Once I just because it's so soft, you know, when you bite it, you're like, bro, I want more, fam.
Look at this greedy boy, fam.
I want more, fam.
Give us some of the glory that you're.
That's it. Man's talking about pairs. Of that. I want that X1, bro. It's been a pleasure, bro. Like part two soon land, man. You know, and
bro, thank you for coming on, man. Blessings to your wife, your son. You know,
the family.
Come on, the family, the union.
Fam, thanks for having me, you man, and fam. I really rate this podcast, and
I appreciate that,
keep
man.
going, keep pushing, fam, man.
Amen.
You know, just for me to be here, you know, I always watch other podcasts, and I'm just like, fam, to see man from the ends, like doing a podcast, fam, like it's inspirational, fam.
Listen, be in the world, but not of the world.
Trust me, yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Trust me, fam.